Hi guys and welcome back to our channel. So today I will be doing Aria's 3-month update. As you're watching this, she is 3 months and 1 day old. So as I did in last month's video, I've written a list on my phone of all the things she's done in the last month because I have mum brain, baby brain, whatever you want to call it, and I can't always remember everything, so I make sure I jot it down, but also I jot it down because then I can fill in her baby book as well, and I can like write dates and things like that so I know when she's achieving her milestones. So I got her weighed 2 weeks ago and she weighed £10 3 ounces. So when she was born she was £7 6, so I reckon she has definitely put at least 3 ounces on since I last got her weighed, so I'd say she's definitely put on 2 pounds since birth. When she was born they said she was on the 50th centile, but I've actually had a look at my book and they marked it wrong. They marked her as weighing £7 10, so I think she was actually on the 25th, but since then she's actually dropped down to the 9th centile. Now she's still putting on weight, but according to the book she's not putting on as much as they would like, but I'm not being funny. All babies are different, so I'm not worried. She's doing plenty of wet and dirty nappies, so, and she still is gaining weight, she's just not a super duper chunky baby. She's not a super duper chunky baby, so with that being said, she is only just growing out of her up to 1 month clothing. I think I'm going to have to start to put her in 0 to 3 months, but the problem is, up to 1 month is too short, so her toes are starting to curl, but 0 to 3 is absolutely ginormous and like a tent on her. So yeah, you just can't win, but she's happy in herself and things like that, so I'm not panicking about the whole weight gain. So in the last month she has done quite a few things actually. So she's had the dreaded first lot of jabs. She actually had them at 10 weeks and meant to have them at 8 weeks because my doctor's surgery just said they had no appointments, etc. And that was absolutely hideous. I've never heard her scream anything like it, and because she's not a chunky baby, she doesn't have much fat on her legs, so I think it really hurt her because she was screaming her head off and looking at me afterwards when I was cradling her to try and calm her down, to say, "Mummy, why?" So I felt awful. We made sure to give her like the recommended amount of Calpol afterwards. But that's another thing, she doesn't like Calpol, so that was quite stressful trying to actually give her the Calpol. Ryan had to do it once for me, and she was crying and I was crying and Ryan was sort of like laughing so he didn't cry type thing. See, that wasn't very pleasant. She's got her next lot of jabs in 2 weeks time, which I'm not looking forward to at all, but you know, it's necessary to make sure she's going to be okay. So, on to the milestones and things like that. So, Aria has done her first laugh. So, if you do something she finds funny, she, you know, does a little laugh, but also we managed to capture on camera a proper, like, you know when someone's tickling you and you just can't stop laughing, one of those.
Okay.
She's definitely been a lot more vocal in the last month, so she's done lots of cooing, testing out of her voice, sounding like a cat, like wow. I'll try and insert some clips of her in action. But we have noticed that she sort of has times where she talks and when she doesn't. So first thing when she wakes up, she's quite chatty, and then all through the day you barely get a peep out of her, and then come 5 o'clock it's like she remembers that she's got a voice and she just makes loads of noises, so we make sure to make the most of that time. She's also getting really good at tummy time, really strong now, so when I put her down her tummy, her face isn't laying on the mat, it's already up, being supported by her neck, and she's down there for quite a long time, and she I know she's still quite young, but she tries to sort of crawl. She tries to bring her knees up under herself, and she hasn't crawled as such, but she sort of has done an army type crawl where she tries to pull herself along with her arms, and she can do that a little bit. She's got a lot of control on her legs, so when you lay her down on her back, she can bring her legs up and push them up in the air and hold them. So she likes to kick the toys that hang down from her play gym. She hasn't rolled over yet, but I don't think it'll be very long until she can roll from her back to her front, because she likes to sleep on her side a lot now, and she does roll to one side trying to sort of flip herself over, and if you give her a bit of a helping hand then she is able to do it. She's getting really good at holding things now, so she's got a set of teething ring like keys that she likes to shake about. She likes pulling on my hair. She has a comforter that she likes to sleep with, and so when she goes to bed we give her a dummy and we put the comforter just around her face, and she sort of holds it and cuddles right into it, which is really cute. She is also a thumb sucker now, so she doesn't suck her thumb loads, but she has definitely found her thumb. Now, some people say, oh, you know, do you want her to be, it's bad to be a thumb sucker, do you want her to be a thumb sucker? I'm not really bothered either way. I mean, she has a dummy, and yes, in one sense, at least if she only has a dummy, when I think she's too old for it, I can take it away from her. But if she wants it in the middle of the night, I've got to constantly put it in if she keeps spitting it out, whereas she can put her thumb in herself. She's good at holding her dummy in, and she can take her dummy out, and if it is just starting to fall out, she can put it back in, but if it's completely out, no, there's no way she's putting it back in her mouth. She can pull herself up into a sitting position, so not straight from the floor as much, but when we sit up in bed we sort of have our legs popped out and she sits on there, and if you hold on to her hand she'll pull herself forward. But also I had her on there the other day and I wasn't holding her hands, and she just like projectiled herself forward, and I had to quickly put my hands up so she didn't fall off. She's still loving sucking her fingers, shoving her whole fist in her mouth. She's quite happy just lay in her cot watching her mobile. We've also now bought a baby monitor, so that has sort of given her a bit more independence and given us sort of sense that we're letting go a bit. So we've started to put her down to bed at 8:30, so we'll start like winding down at 7:30, give her bottle, things like that, and then about 8:30 we'll put her down, give her dummy, give her a comforter, we'll leave the room, and she's normally alright for about 10-15 minutes. She doesn't go to sleep, she just makes a little noise, and then she will start to make whingy cries and stuff. So normally we only have to go up once, give her dummy back, and she soon settles. And that was just her making some noise. So I'll actually go and get Aria now so you can see how big she's getting. Ugh. So here she is. As you can see, gorgeous blue eyes, haven't you? And the tuft is still very much there. Are you nosy? So this sleep suit is 0 to 3 months. As you can see, I've had to roll the sleeves up because it's just massive. Let me see if I can show you how well she's at sort of sitting. So as you can see, she's supporting her back. I'm just holding on to her hands. She definitely knows where the camera is as well, so every time I get my phone out, she is looking straight where she needs to, aren't you? Oh, pardon you. She smiles so much now. I would say she's not becoming shy, but she is still good at going to different people for a cuddle, but if she doesn't know them as well, she can get a bit overwhelmed if there's too many people. So for instance, we went to a family party the other day, and there were some people there that she does know, but she's not seen them for a while, and there were some new faces, and she did get a bit of overwhelmed and a bit upset. So she just wanted a cuddle from mummy or daddy. She's not quite at the stage where she reaches out for us to say that she wants us to pick her up, but she does look at us and put her bottom lip up as if to say, "Come rescue me," sort of thing. But we're the type of parents where we don't quickly pick her up straight away. We sort of see if she can settle in other people's arms, because we want her to learn that we will only let her go with people that are safe and that we know, that we trust, and that she doesn't always need mummy and daddy to look after her. Yeah, another thing she does is she has started pulling my hands into her mouth. We do think she's teething at the moment, but it's been quite a while now and still nothing's come through. So we're just waiting for that. So yeah, as usual, I will add in her 1 second from the last month. And I hope you have enjoyed seeing like some clips of what she's been getting up to and things like that. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you're not already, please make sure to subscribe to our channel. Oh, bless you. I try and upload every Wednesday at 10 AM. We've all got an Instagram, including Aria, so all the links to that are in the description bar below. I also write a blog. I don't update it every week, but a lot of it is mummy related, so if you're interested in reading a bit more about how I'm finding being a mum, you can go check that out. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, bye. All the bogies are.
It's Bubbles. Clever girl, eh?